Nintendo officially kills the emulator yuzu. Suicide Squad reveals its Hail Mary, and how a dude called Joel is making Helldivers 2 great. I'm Ash Dixon, and this is Jinx News. Emulators are always a spicy topic because while they're technically not illegal, that does very little to stop gaming companies from being very unhappy about them. And few companies are as aggressive as Nintendo, who seem to be willing to shut them down by any means necessary. And that's what they've done with Tropic Haze, the creators of the Switch emulator yuzu. Theoretically, they could have gone away with it, but it seems their Patreon may have been their downfall. There was also a brief time that yuzu had a fully functioning online system for games like Mario Odyssey, which was locked behind an early access paywall. Nintendo also says that Tears of the Kingdom was pirated over 1 million times in the 10 days before its release, and yuzu developers got a big bump in Patreon money around that time. And as soon as you seem to be making some buck from these things, Nintendo are gonna sue. And in court, a lawsuit has been settled, meaning the emulator creators have to pay $2.4 million in damages, an amount so costly that it's completely shutting things down. In fact, Tropical Haze have also agreed to stop working on, hosting, or distributing yuzu on a permanent basis, essentially marking its death. Now, this is sad news for many, as emulators can be used in legitimate ways, but a lot of people felt this was inevitable after they flew too close to the sun. Their 3DS emulator, Citra, has also been taken offline as collateral damage, and it just leaves to question, is this fair enough from Nintendo? Are they right to protect their IP, or is it a bad look? If you've watched Jinx News before, you already know our feelings about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I mean, just yesterday we told you that his concurrent Steam player count had dipped below Gotham Knights, which I'll admit is pretty tragically hilarious. But Rocksteady aren't giving up just yet, because Season 1 goes live very soon, and as promised, it's bringing one of DC's big bads to the party. The game's Twitter account posted this yesterday, confirming that it begins on the 28th of March, and as promised, that the Joker will be coming to the game. We've already seen snippets of the Joker through a behind-the-scenes video with the Rocksteady team, and I'm not gonna lie, it could be pretty fun. This isn't Joaquin Phoenix's or even Heath Ledger's Joker. This is more of a vaudevillian prankster akin to Caesar's Joker from the OG Batman TV series, a more cooperative Joker who could fit right in with this gang of anti-heroes. But the big question is how much of an impact even the clown prince of crime will have. Publishers Warner Brothers have already admitted that it's fallen short of expectations, and at the time of recording, 223 people were playing it on Steam. Like, there were more people on my tube on the way to work this morning. While the game has had pretty mixed reviews, the general public reception to it has been pretty atrocious, and some already jumping in on the date reveal and saying that Rocksteady are flogging a dead horse. But what do you think? Is it too little too late for Kill the Justice League, or is there fight in the old dog yet? Let us know in the comments. Helldivers 2 has been a massive success. Not only is the gameplay extremely fun and the sound design and animation super immersive, but the whole game makes you feel like you're contributing to a wider cause. And when there's literally millions of you doing so, it creates a rather epic experience. But it turns out there's no procedural stories or automated events being made as you battle to attack or defend planets. No, instead, Arrowhead has employed a dude called Joel to effectively work as a game master. Community manager Catherine Baskin explained it well over on Discord. She said, "Most live service games have something like a game master, but it's a series of automated events. Buffs, debuffs, events are activated automatically according to some schedule, instead of what we're doing here, which is a person who can analyze the campaign as it's happening and make more sensitive choices." And look, giving one person that much control is a massive risk, but it seems they've picked the perfect devilish fella for the job. One planet, Mort, belonged to the automatons last week, and players died 10 million times trying to take it, an event which Joel described as a thing of beauty, which he said while nomming down that popcorn. And having someone organically shaping the push and pull of a game and its players is clearly creating a fantastic, immersive experience for everyone involved. You're not just attacking a planet because it just so happens to be part of some scheduled rotation. There's a living, breathing story here, and you don't know what's around the corner. So it's not surprising that Helldivers 2 is seeing its highest sales 3 weeks after release, which is insane considering it sold fantastically from the get-go. In fact, it's kind of unprecedented. Statistically speaking, a good portion of you have played it, so let us know your favorite aspect of Helldivers 2 down in the comments. Let's plow full steam ahead into our quickfire round. A streamer has started a World of Warcraft hardcore run using only a couple of dance mats. He's called Rudism, and if things weren't hard enough, he also can't group up or trade items, meaning he'll be dancing solo on his way to level 60. Now, World of Warcraft's combat is pretty slow, right? It's tab targeting, it's simple, but that ain't the main issue here, because this game runs on mouse and keyboard, and Rudism doesn't have a mouse. And that means just navigating menus takes painfully long and looks hilariously exhausting. In fact, after his first 3.5-hour stream last night, he just about scraped level 6. Unfortunately for him, it's after level 6 in classic WoW that the threat level really turns up, especially when you're evading permadeath. So who knows how long his Night Elf Druid will survive. Next up, the price of Skull and Bones has been slashed by $25 after less than 3 weeks. That's a hell of a deal for a quadruple A game, said no one ever. It's crazy to think that it was $70 to begin with, especially when games like Helldivers 2 are $40, and oh no wait, the price is already back up to its original price. Ubisoft really is that delusional. And last up, I thought this generation's console wars were done and dusted. Turns out Xbox has been hiding the ultimate secret weapon. A special edition SpongeBob Xbox Series X. Look at it in all of its yellow glory. If this thing can't shift Xboxes, nothing will. It's priced at $700 and will only be available to purchase through Best Buy drops, which I'm happy about, because if it was available for me to buy, I'd be having to employ every inch of my self-control. It also comes with a custom controller and a copy of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, as indicated from the logo awkwardly tattooed below SpongeBob's armpit, and it's probably the one design that actually makes the Xbox's blocky shape look good. And that's the show. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Seeing that number go up makes my brain go, Check out yesterday's video somewhere around here, and we'll see you tomorrow.